Welcome back again, guys, on that wonderful section with me. I am Richard from V.S.L Concept, and in today's video, I'll be showing you exactly how to choose that perfect brand name for your business. So many students of mine have messaged me saying, hey, it is very confusing for me to choose a perfect name for my brand. Some persons are saying, I already have a name, but I'm not too sure if this name is perfect, if this name actually synchronizes with my business and the services I offer. Today, I'll be showing you the simple secrets, very brand new secrets on how you can get that perfect brand name and how you can actually choose a name that will tally with the services and your audience. So guys, for you to actually benefit from this, all you just need to do is what? Pick up a biro and what? A sticky note and jot this down because you have so much to benefit from this. And definitely you need to do what? Keep watching this video because this is the secrets for you to choose the perfect brand name for your brand. Before mentioning the first factor that you should consider before choosing your brand name, I would love to take this opportunity to give a shout out to our winners from our last video. Yes, in the last video we mentioned that we'll be dropping 3 emojis on the screen, and if you are actually the one that watched the video from beginning to end and saw those times when those emojis popped up on the screen, and you are the first person to comment them on the comment section without editing the comment, guys, you have access to our $5,000 digital marketing course for free without payment. And we are very happy to announce that the person who got this correctly is no other one than Abigail Agodo. Yes. You actually mentioned when those emojis popped up on the screen, exactly the time, the emoji, and the rest of them. And the reason why you want this is because your comments was not edited. Okay? We have so many other persons who edited their comments, posted first, but yours came in straight and direct. Congratulations, and all you need to do is what? Contact us so that you can get your prize immediately. We also dropped a redo at the end of the last video, and we mentioned that the first person to get the answer correctly in the comment section will win a very special gift. Extremely special gift. And a very big congratulations to Prince Olamide. Yes, you are the one that actually got the correct answer to that riddle. In this video, guys, you that is watching this video stand a chance to win our $5,000 digital marketing course if you mention in the comment section below the 3 emojis will also be dropping in this video, and when those emojis dropped, just like Abigail, you are actually going to win this digital marketing course that is worth over $5,000. Guys, this course is a bomb. Those persons who have gotten this course actually knows that it is worth the money. So you getting it for free is an option for you. So all you need to do to stand a chance to win this, guys, is what? Make sure you keep watching this video. And do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also turn on the notification button so that whenever we post on this channel, you will be updated, thereby being the first to watch the video and then stand a chance to win our courses. At the end of the video again, we'll have a reading for today. Stay tuned and get ready to be the one that will get a riddle answer correctly so you can stand a chance to win this wonderful gift. The very first factor to consider before considering any name for your business or brand is the demography of your audience. By the word demography, I mean the age, gender, and interest of your customers. Guys, this factor is very important because if you do not put this into consideration, you might end up choosing a name that would not really interact with that particular audience. You might even end up choosing a name that will turn off this audience, and that will make them not feel very comfortable to patronize you. For example, the popular brand that we all know, Apple, deals on electronic gadgets, sales of mobile phones, laptops, tablets, and the rest of them. Even though that name Apple has nothing to do with the audience, has no personal relationship in name-wise to the audience, do you think it appeals to the age, interest, and gender of their set customers? You will agree with me that the most persons who patronize Apple as a brand are persons within the age of 18 to 45. These are the persons who are interested in electronic gadgets. Pause for a while and think. The fruit apple. What age and demography of people are interested in that fruit apple? Definitely you will agree with me that people within the age range 18 to 45 are interested in that fruit apple. Do you see the connection? Yes. The brand name has to be something that the audience would relate with. Choosing a brand name that the age range 50 to 100 years would relate with when you are selling mobile gadgets is a turn-off. It would not work. So you cannot agree with me that the reasons why the younger generation tends to be so interested in Apple product is because they actually are what? Interested in the services that the company offer, which is electronics, mobile gadgets, and the rest of them. And the name Apple as a fruit appeals to their audience. So guys, the very first factor that I'm giving out to you right now for free is that make sure you think about your audience. Make sure you think about the age of your customers. Make sure you think about the interest of your customers and let your brand name revolve around these factors. The second factor that you must pay close attention to is the complexity of the name you want to choose. You want to do everything possible to trim down the complexity of the name. Make it something that will be very simple and easy to remember by your audience. I will give you a typical example. We all know the popular brand Amazon. When Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, thought of a brand name, he thought of a brand name Cadabra. And he derived that name from the word abracadabra. Cadabra actually is something that sounds nice to him actually. But when he sent this information to his lawyers for them to actually put the legal documentation of this brand name, the lawyers did not really understand what he was saying on the phone. They actually thought that he was pronouncing cadavra instead of cadabra. That was when Jeff Bezos knew that, this name is something that will be very difficult for people to pronounce. Something that will be very difficult for people to understand. That was when he reviewed that name and named it the popular Amazon that we know today. So if Jeff Bezos had not thought about what would be generally accepted, reducing complexity of the name, instead of Amazon today, what would have been seen is what? Cadabra. And I tell you, that would have been a huge turn-off for most of the customers, especially if they cannot easily type that name on their browser and get what they want. So the second factor that I'm putting out straight to you right now is what? Make sure you trim down on the complexity of the name you want to choose. It should not be too long. It should not be too complex. Try to use letters and words that will be easy for people to understand. That way, you are close to getting the perfect brand name for your brand. Are you happy about this content that I'm giving to you, these pro tips that I'm giving to you? If yes, do well to hit the subscribe button that you are seeing on your screen, and do not hesitate to like this video and share this video so other persons can benefit from this highly engaging content. We will now move on to the third and the final factor that you must put into consideration before choosing or considering any name for your brand. That is the availability of the name that you have finally chosen. So many people in the world today make the mistake of choosing a brand name without checking if the domain name will be available for them to design a website, without checking if someone else is already using that name, without checking if that name means something negative in some language. These are so many mistakes that so many people make today. So before you go straight into picking that name, make your research. Go over to namecheap.com or some domain hosting server and find out if that name is available for you to design a website. Find out if that name means something negative in other languages, and find out if that name is easy to access. Again, the three important factors that we have just highlighted are: put into consideration the demography of your audience. Trim down on the complexity of your name. And number three, make sure you look out for the availability of that name and make sure it does not mean anything negative in another language. Now I am going to give you a very super pro tip as a business owner. Now, this pro tip about choosing a brand name is you considering choosing a conglomerical brand name. What do I mean by that? Do you think you would plan to expand the services you render in your business later in future? Then you have to consider leaving your business name so broad that it can be easy to accommodate other lines of business. Take for example V.S.L Concepts. V.S.L Concept is basically a digital marketing agency, but when we were choosing this name, we put into consideration the fact that we might want to go into other forms of businesses. Take for example an ultra-modern unisex salon. Take for example a laundry outfit. All these are different niches. But we thought about a name that would be able to accommodate all kinds of business no matter what it is and what niche it is. So if you have plans of expanding your business in future, thinking about a conglomerical business name that can accommodate any niche is of great importance. Take for example, a photographer that wants to choose a brand name for himself and he chooses the name Slick Photography. And he desires to go into event management because probably his wife or he himself has interest in event management. Event management and photography are not too close, they are different niches. But would you think it would be easy for him to incorporate event management into his photography brand if he chooses the name Slick Photography? Definitely, adding that word photography has limited him into choosing a good name that can accommodate that event management niche. But let's imagine he uses Slick Concepts or Slick Innovations or Slick Ventures. Do you think it will be difficult for him to accommodate all these other niches into that brand? Take for example, event management, decoration, and the rest of them. It will not be difficult at all. So the pro tip I'm giving to you is this. If for anything you want to choose a name and you have the plan of increasing or expanding your business in future, do well to choose a brand name that can accommodate any kind of business. It is very important that you put into strict consideration the three factors we mentioned earlier and the pro tip that I have just given to you. Only then would you be successful. I am not just going to stop this video here saying I've given you the tip. I will now show you 6 practical ways that you can actually implement what I have just said. 6 different methods and 6 different ideas on how you can achieve getting that perfect name for your business. The very first tip that I'll be giving to you right now is sit down and try to make up a word like Pepsi. Pepsi is a word that was made up. You can decide to bring in 2, 3, 4, 5 letters together and make up a word like Pepsi. Do well to make up a word that goes in line with the 3 factors we mentioned earlier. That is the first tip. The second tip that we would like to give to you is that you should try to reframe unrelated words. Like we mentioned earlier, Apple has nothing to do with computers. But it goes in line with those 3 outline factors that we mentioned on the onset. So see if you can put in unrelated words together to your services and try to get a perfect name for your business. That is the second method and second tip. The third tip that I'll be giving to you is describe your business literally. Take for example, the owner of the American Airlines. They did what? They described their business exactly the way it is. Take for example, someone calls his business the shoe company. Yes, that is proper description of a business. That can be a brand name. But take note that these kind of names are names that are very, very easy to emulate. It is very, very easy for people to imitate this kind of brand name. The fourth tip or the fourth method that you can actually consider is what? Use the initials of a long name. A typical example is the HBO, the brand HBO that we know, Home Box Office. So you can think of a long name and use the initials of those long names, and it can form that brand name or business name for you. The fifth tip or the fifth method that can actually fetch you that brand name is what? Think of combining two words together. Think of the words face and the word book. Combining it gave what? Mark what? Facebook. Think of the word pin and the word interest. Combining these two words brought up the brand Pinterest. So if you think of two words that you can combine together and make up something, following the three factors we highlighted earlier, you definitely will come up with a name that will best define your brand and a name that will be very, very acceptable to people. Now we go over to the last tip, the pro tip we'll be giving to you on how you can practically choose this brand name. And that is what? Turning a string of words into an acronym. Take for example, V.S.L concepts. A string of words, V.S.L. Turning it into what? A brand name. You might wonder, what does V.S.L mean? Simply put, three words. Very soft life concepts. So you see, that was exactly how I came up with the brand name V.S.L concept, and I showed you that it is something that is generally acceptable. So guys, if you pay close attention to these 6 practical methods and you've been writing them down, you can definitely find one that will help you achieve that perfect brand name. Please and please guys, after going through these steps and choosing like 1, 2, 3 different names like you are comfortable with, the very last step before choosing that name is to give this name to people and find out what their reactions will look like. You can contact your family members, your friends. Hey, I just created my brand. This is the brand name. Pay close attention to how that person reacts when he first heard that name. Did it sound appealing? Was he shocked? Did you feel like, what is this? Those reactions will help you determine if that brand name is perfect. And if you are able to show that name to 20 different persons and 15 to 16, 17 persons are very, very okay and comfortable with the name, guys, you have gotten it. The next thing you need to do is what? Make research and find out if that name is available. And then you can start setting up all the parameters needed for you to actually legalize that business name. Things like making sure you get it registered, things like making sure you get the trademark for it, and the rest of them. I assure you that these things are not difficult. I hope you enjoyed all the points that have been highlighted in this video. I hope you enjoyed how I went step by step to guide you into achieving that perfect brand name for your business. Please, if you know you enjoy this content, do well to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button on this channel, and do not forget to turn on post notifications so you get notified when next we upload content that will definitely be beneficial to you. Earlier in this video, we mentioned that if you are able to see those 3 emojis that will pop up on the screen and mention the time that we will drop those emojis, you stand a chance to win a $5,000 World Digital Marketing course. I'm sure you saw those emojis. Move straight down to the comment section below and drop those emojis and the time we dropped them, and I assure you, you stand a chance to win that $5,000 digital marketing course. And right now we go over to our riddle of this video. And our riddle of this video is this: what has to be broken before you can use it? Yes. What has to be broken before you can use it? And I assure you, if you are the first person to get the correct answer to this riddle in the comment section below, we are going to reveal a very special gift to you. Very, very special gift. Special one at that. At no cost. Okay? You would not pay for waybill charges. You won't pay for anything. You just see it straight in your house, your home address. Okay? Please take note, it's a live gift. So do want to drop the answer to this riddle in the comment section below, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel so you can stay tuned whenever we drop engaging content that will definitely be beneficial to you. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.